to Supernatural Mini 6. I am your host, Vince, and last time the group met up with Elias and his cabin, and he spoke to them about mentoring them because they all had some supernatural backgrounds, but he felt that them being together would be a better force to fight the supernatural. So after speaking to Elias, he sent him to get his friend to help his friend Buster in Pine Hollow, as he needed some help with an event that happened. So the group drove to Pine Hollow and spent some time getting to know one another inside the truck. Jeff, be quiet. As soon as they got to Pine Hollow, the truck stopped working. They were trying to figure it out. The sheriff showed up, offered them to get a tow truck. Ms. Smitty showed up in the tow truck. Detective Knight got some... Detective Knight got...
Yes.
Detective Knight, shut up! Detective Knight got some decent information from the truck driver about Buster and the town and things like that. He was asking a bunch of questions. Got a little bit of information, what a good cop would do. And then they got into Buster's house. They, looked around, and then Buster brought tea and cookies and coffee and all the bull crap out as he was going to tell them what was going on. So that's where we left off. Tea and cookies. All right, who wants some tea?
I'll take a spot of tea, thank you.
All right, here you go. And the rest of y'all can help yourself. There's some coffee here, and there's some cans of soda if you want some soda. All right, wait, he would say pop. Pop.
By the way, you know what? Go good with this tea. Do you have any pie?
Pie. Why do I think of Cartman when you say it like that? He's like, let me go check. And he goes back into this kitchen area.
I just make myself a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Light and sweet.
Coffee and cookies.
Yeah, there's
And
like
pie.
chocolate chip, there's Stelladora cookies, dipping cookies, Italian cookies.
Buster, what is this map? And he takes his phone and takes a picture of it. What is all these pins? What they call it coordinate to?
Buster doesn't answer because he's not in the room.
He's getting the pie.
he
He left already. I thought you guys were all talking.
No,
Sorry.
No, he went to go get pie.
Well, he still takes a picture of the map.
Okay.
So he yells out, "So Buster, what is this map and what do the pins coordinate to?"
Oh, that was some creature I was stalking. Following. I didn't mean to say stalking. I was following some years back.
Hold on, let me add to my notes. Buster is a stalker.
I was following up on the creature got away. Haven't had any more sightings. He was ripping throats out.
Rip his.
And what kind of creature would you say it was?
It was some type of gruesome teeth monster. I don't know what it was. I couldn't actually get a good solid look at it.
So the creature was made of teeth.
Well, it had a lot of teeth. I could show you.
Did you smell anything?
Other than
dental floss, mint smelling.
You smelled like a wet dog, and he's like, I could show you right here on my leg. You bit me, and you see like bite marks on his leg, almost
What do
reminiscent
bite
of
marks look like?
shark.
Shark.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
How long ago was this?
Oof, I'd say about 15 years ago.
And I hate to be rude or implying anything, but you haven't suffered any ill effects since then.
No, other than not being able to walk that well. I can't run no more.
Nothing else. No, let's say on the
No,
full
I'm not a
moon.
werewolf, boy.
Okay, I'm a pastor.
Oh,
Pastor.
I apologize, Pastor.
Pastor boy.
Pastor boy, yeah.
Pastor boy.
I apologize, Reverend.
It's no problem.
So, anyway, why you're here? I'm sure you want to know, don't you?
Well, that would help us.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm kidding.
So is he talking to us like down the hallway while he's grabbing his pie?
Yeah, he is pretty much. He's like, okay, so recently we had some people disappearing. The most recent person was Tommy Finch and his girlfriend Melody Matthews. They usually head up to, and he limps over to the map that you were looking at, Jeff. And it's basically a map of the town, so to speak. He's like, they went up here to Raven's Hollow, which is just outside of Piney Hollow here, and he points to it's like a little wooded area with like a lake next to it, bigger than a pond but smaller than a lake. And he's like, this is where all the teens and all them go, you know what they do up there and stuff like that. And mostly everybody just kind of turns a blind eye to that because that's kids be kids, that's what they do. Teens be teens, right?
And that's Mary. What was her last name?
Melody Matthews.
Melody.
Yeah, Tommy Finch and Melody Matthews.
He's writing this down.
Yeah, that's fine. All we found was just their car. The doors were open, and they were nowhere to be found.
What has the local authorities done?
They have done their personal crime scene investigation. I have not been able to get a hold of that.
Now, normally, when especially when young people disappear, the Federal Bureau of Investigations gets involved. Has there been an FBI presence?
No, they ruled it as they ran away.
No, they just left their car and ran away.
Yeah, that's what the sheriff decided.
Interesting. How long has he been the sheriff? And by the way, what is the sheriff's name?
Oh, Sheriff Buddy.
So how long has Sheriff Buddy been the sheriff?
Let's see. He got elected about, I'd say about 10 years ago. He was a detective. Not detective. He was an assistant sheriff, deputy sheriff. Deputy sheriff, that's what it is. Deputy sheriff for a while.
Would you consider Sheriff Buddy an honest man?
He kind of thinks to himself before answering that. Most of the time.
Would he have any reason to, let's say, bury certain investigations?
I would think probably just about any type of sheriff would, yeah. Especially when kids go missing, and this wasn't the first case. He doesn't want to admit that. I don't see kids going up to this place and suddenly disappearing and then just they're running away.
So would it be prudent to say that we should not trust the sheriff because he might, let's say, hamper with our investigation?
I would say be cautious.
Okay.
How's that? Cautious.
How well do you know this town?
Well, I came to this town about 20-something years.
Even Miss Smitty said she noticed you 20 years ago.
Yeah. She's a tough old broad.
Why exactly did you come to this town?
I thought it'd be a nice place to retire.
Retire from
this. And he puts his hands out as he looks around the room.
So you've always been a hunter?
Oh, yeah. Always been a hunter. I thought this would be a great place to retire, but this town has more than it seems, man. More than it seems.
Yes, the town seems to be... Well, the only two other people we've met is the sheriff and Miss Smitty. They seem kind of knowledgeable of one another.
Well, this
Like
is a
they really
small
know each
town.
other.
We're only about 300 people, so a lot of people know each other.
What kind of other people do we need to note from this town?
I mean, I don't know. He's kind of confused on that question. Like notable figures in town? I mean,
Yeah.
Let's see.
Who's the mayor?
We don't have a mayor. The sheriff actually runs the town.
The sheriff runs it.
Yeah,
Is
it's
there
a
fire
small town.
department?
Actually, there's a cat that's the mayor, and no, I'm kidding.
The cat's the mayor. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the young people's parents' reaction to not getting a proper investigation for the disappearance of their children?
You know, that's the funny thing about it. And he just kind of trails off when he says that.
Oh, what's so funny? I'm missing the
No
joke.
parents or orphan kids or
No, they had parents. Now, Tommy Finch was with his aunt Finch. I can't say that. Aunt Finch. And she was just like, eh. And I was just like, what do you mean, eh? She's like, it was just for the good of the town, probably. And I'm like, what do you mean by the good of the... There's so much with this town. And he like kind of limps over to a book and he pulls it out. And he said, this town right here was founded by the Vale family. And you guys really don't know that name from anything. And he's like, okay, so the Vale family was a bunch of mystics and scholars. They were all into the occult. And they came to this town over here. Well, they built this town over here in this secluded area around these piney woods to practice their magic. And he puts it in quotes. They believed that the pine trees in this area would hold the unique mystical energy in.
And what exactly mystical energy are they talking about?
See, that's the thing I can't figure out because there's some missing pieces to the story. I don't know. There's a journal missing from and he flips the pages in the book and you hear him like flipping pages. He's like, Elias Grimwood was the high keeper of the Vale family, and he had a book that was like full of incantations and stuff like that, and he kept a personal journal on his journey into the occultism, and that book has gone missing.
So this is the second person we have met whose name is Elias.
Yeah.
Elias.
Well, the first Elias was Elias Thorne. This is Elias Grimwood.
Is there any churches in town?
Yeah, there is one. We have a big church right over. He points out the window. You could see it in the distance. It's probably a good maybe 10-minute walk. You could see it though.
What kind of church?
Non-denominational, just a Christian church.
So very close to Unitarian.
So
Sure.
is there like a town? You said the sheriff is in charge. Is there a town hall or is there
Yeah,
a
the
town
sheriff's
library?
There is a library here in town. Yes, sir. That is and he snaps his fingers. Sarah Ashwood, Miss Sarah Ashwood. She is the librarian.
Sarah Ashwood?
Ashwood, that's correct.
She's a town librarian.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said the town hall?
Is the sheriff's office pretty much. We don't really need a town hall. It's just a small town, so business just gets taken care of in the sheriff office. They have a conference room there, so okay. Anybody else want to ask a question or move forward?
It
Is there
seems to
anyone else
me-
in town that understands and deals with supernatural, not summoning and junk, but actually hunting it down, or is it just you?
It was just me. I mean, Sarah's into some old stories, as they say, and a lot of those old stories have to do with the Vale family and occultism. But, well, then again, we got Ben, old Ben. He's a ranger here in town at the very end of town there. He likes to patrol the forest, and he likes to say he's protecting it from outsiders. He likes to say that, there's some old places out there that need not be found.
I'll meet with Ben.
You want to meet with Ben?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Actually,
Yeah,
this could be a perfect opportunity for us to interview certain people in the population. For example, Nymera could talk to the ranger. I could visit the local church. Detective Knight could talk to the sheriff. And Mr. Von Helsing could speak to...
Sarah Ashwood.
There we go.
Okay.
No, I don't think I'm going to get too far with the sheriff. Something tells me he might be trying to protect something that he ain't going to tell me anything about.
What he doesn't tell you could tell us just as much.
That's true.
it,
Matter of fact, I would
It
use
seems-
your
it seems
So-
as if the missing children are being treated as a sacrifice of sorts.
Well,
Well,
let's not jump to
I
those
thi-
conclusions quite yet. That's
Not exactly in those terms, but
Well,
they're concerned. It's for the good of the town. That just does not sit well with me.
well, let's not condemn anyone just yet.
Buster says, well, I
Well-
suggest you highly go check out the scene as well when you have time.
well, it looks to be getting to be night, so we might want to hunker down for the night.
May we reside here for the night, or would you prefer us to find a different accommodations?
You might want to go to the local motel. I mean, I only have one extra room, unless y'all want to cram in that room. So
Oh no, of course not.
you're more than welcome
And,
to cram in that room, but it's only one.
Yeah. Well, listen, I am going to before it gets too late. I'm gonna walk over to the church and see if anybody is there.
Okay.
Just have a little conversation.
Okay. So you
And,
leave to head to
and-
the church.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead because you said it was pretty close, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk over there. I said I'll meet y'all at the hotel when I'm done.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I was thinking, the librarian, if she's full chopped of stories, that's great and all. She can, tell us what she knows as far as lore goes. I would kind of like to have someone or a few people with me when I go talk to Ben, just because if he wants to show me places out in the woods that are not favored for visitation, kind of don't want to be alone with the guy.
I would be happy to go along with you.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys gonna head to the hotel for the evening, and Rob's gonna head to the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the library's closed and it's night. So you guys said you didn't want to go else at night, though.
I mean, I would suggest that we visit the scene before we go talking to the ranger or anyone else. Get a feel
sounds
for
good.
the situation.
Well, I mean, there's got to be a place to eat, like a diner or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably where a lot of people probably meet after work and whatnot. But here it is going on. Look at my watch. Was it 7:30, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably they've probably gone home.
Well, that diner over
the
there
tavern.
closes at about 10:30. It's not all night diner.
All right, so I'm gonna go get me some dinner.
If you want, we can go to the
What
diner
was that?
first.
Is that what he says?
He just goes, mm-hmm. What do you want him to say? Oh, well, are we gonna go on a date, or what do you want him to say?
Well, hi there, Mr. Detective.
Can I interest you with some jalapeno poppers?
My leg might not work, but the rest of me does.
Oh, stop.
We can go
You're
get
welcome
something
to
eat.
accompany us if we get something to eat over at the diner.
Who are you speaking
I'm
to,
just saying he
Rick?
could come with. I'm just saying he could go with us if he.
I mean, you talking
wanted
to
get
Buster?
something
He's
eat.
like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you, young man. I like the silver fox.
Ah, not how I meant it, but
He's the studly one. Everybody in town wants a piece of him.
If you guys want, we could go and get something to eat and then afterwards visit the scene because everybody's home. So we won't be interrupted, rushed. We can take our time looking for stuff before we turn in for the night.
It's an idea.
true.
I mean, I still want to stop by the church just in case.
Well, yeah, you're already
somebody's there.
walking to the church.
Yeah.
I'm going to be switching over to that in just a second. I'm just wondering where everybody's going.
Well, I think
I guess
the rest
to
of
the
us are going to
diner
the
first.
diner.
Well, as long as we've got daylight, we should check out the scene.
Yeah,
It's 8 o'clock.
it's 8
No
o'clock. Your
daylight.
daylight is very gone.
Oh, it must be
Yeah,
summertime then.
It's not. Yeah, 8 o'clock. It's pretty much gone.
So it's
It's
fall
spring.
time.
You're
fall,
spring.
Fall, spring. Okay.
All right, so heading over to Rob, since you guys are going to the diner for now to go eat some food, have a burger or two, Coke and a smile, whatever you're going to have. Rob, you see it's a very small church. Maybe fits about, I don't know, 50 people at most. It's not that
Mhm.
big. It's the typical layout with the benches and a podium at the front where the preacher would stand. There's a big cross on the wall. There's various pictures of, God, things like that, statues, whatever a normal church would have of that size. There's there are some candles burning to the side. There doesn't seem to be anybody in there, but I mean, you can go sit in one of the benches and pay your respects for a few minutes or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm kind of walking around, kind of get the feel of the place.
Throwing pamphlets left and right into the
Yeah.
podium.
Do I get a sense that like I'll actually look at the like what kind of pews are they? Are they pews with, like, let's say, padding and
No, they're wooden benches. They're not really typical. Isn't pews a Catholic term though? Don't they call them something different?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
use
mean,
it
no,
in the Lutheran
it-
church.
It's
Sorry.
it's
general
everyone.
term?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, general.
They're just wooden benches. That's it.
What is the condition of the church? Does it look like it needs like a paint job, or does it look like there is
It's well
that it's
kept.
actually upkept?
It's well kept. The benches are wooden, but they're very clean, shiny. The floor is a very nice hard wooden floor.
And it's just wide open with nobody there.
No, there's nobody there, but there are doors on the side that you can still go through inside the church. But as you know, most churches are generally open to the public to walk in and just sit down and commune with God. So
Sure. But usually there's somebody there in attendance.
you don't see nobody except a giant vampire floating down toward Dummy.
I'm
It's all
coming
turned
to
into
suck
films.
your.
Stop it, Jeff.
It's turned into Salem's Lot all of a sudden.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my card on the podium,
Mm-hmm.
just with my my name and number. Just say professional courtesy. Stop by to speak with Pastor Luke. If you have the time, give me a call.
The as you're writing that little note and putting the card down on, you said the podium.
Yeah. So when
Um,
when they go up.
yeah, right. You the door swings open from where you came in, and you
Mhm.
see an elderly woman walking in, and she kind of goes to one of the pews and does a quick little bow, and she sits in there, and it looks like she's starting to do some prayers, and then she starts looking at you, like squint eye looking at you, like she just kind of like, huh? And she's
I didn't mean to startle you, ma'am. I'm a visiting minister. I was just leaving a little note for the priest of this establishment.
she's just like, I recognize you.
You recognize me?
weren't you that pastor that was on the news with the creatures and
The children.
no, Jeff, stop it.
Well, there was a situation with some exorcisms. Is that the story you're talking about?
Yeah, that
Hmm.
was you, wasn't it?
I cannot tell a lie. Yes, it was me. Does that disturb you?
No, it doesn't disturb me. I just thought I recognized you. That's why I was looking at you. I didn't mean to startle you. I wasn't checking you out or nothing. I just thought I
Oh,
recognized you.
no. Ma'am, I am an open book. Do you mind if I sit down for a moment?
Sure. She slides over a little bit so you can sit down.
So who is, and this is a non-denominational church, correct?
Yeah. This is just a Christian church.
What's the name of your pastor? I didn't see one listed.
His name is, you're going to laugh, Pastor Rob.
Oh, jeez.
Praise the Lord, she says.
So how long has Pastor Rob been the leader of this
Pastor
congregation?
Rob has been our flock leader for a good time now. Good time.
Now, do you mind if I be a little honest with you? And I don't mean to disturb you in a way, but
No,
I'm
just praying.
I'm in town, doing some inquiries about certain events that have taken place, some disappearances. From a local's point of view, what do you think about? For example, the Tommy Finch Matthews?
I would say we would say some prayers for them, but these woods are just older than our prayers. Faith alone will not save us from this town, Pastor. You'll need other means if you're going to
Can you
face
tell me
what's going on
tell me
here.
some of the old? Well, do you know you're obviously a citizen of who's been around? Can you tell me any of the so-called local legends or stories?
Pastor, my time is short.
Oh, I forget.
So is her life.
Shut up, detective.
So I talked to you longer, but I'm dying right now.
She's just like,
What's
well, yeah, go ahead.
what's your name, ma'am?
My name. Wow, that was a bad echo. My name. Oh, I don't know my name. It's been so long.
How about Linda? You look like a Linda.
No, that's not my name, but it doesn't matter who I am. It matters who you are and what you're going to do for this town.
Well, why wouldn't it matter who you are? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, and she puts a hand on your knee. She's like, you need to wake up. Her name is Betty White. No, it's not Betty White. And then she grabs your hand and she slaps something in your hand.
I look down at it.
So it's kind of like a wooden pendant. Looks like this. I'll throw it in the chat for you. Come on. It's going to take its time. But it's a wooden pendant with like a tree symbol in it. I don't know why it's not uploading.
No, I see it.
I see it.
Okay. She's grabbing Rob all over, yeah.
I wanna kiss you all over.
Here's your musical episode. Go.
Shoo-wop, shoo-wop.
Oh, I think Jules just left. No, I'm kidding.
I say, this is a curious paint. It looks quite old.
When you look up, the old lady is not there.
And I quickly, jerk my head around. Looking.
She's leaving the door right now.
No, she's not there. You just hear a whisper that says, "It's for protection. Wear it."
I'm sorry, what was the whisper?
It's for protection. Wear it.
she says louder. For protection, dumbass.
I clutch the pendant in my hand. I don't immediately put it on, because it's obviously. I mean, Unitarians are very open-minded to all faiths, but I'm still coming from a God-fearing perspective. I'm gonna have probably Von Helsing, because it seems like he might have more knowledge of the symbol than I would. So I kind of get up and I say a quick little prayer. I pocket the medallion and then I head out towards the diner with everybody else.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. At the diner, it'll take Rob a few minutes to get there. You're all at the diner. They're still serving food and everything like this. And you guys sit at the table? Do you sit at the bar? I mean, just tell me where you are in there.
Corner booth.
I figure we all sit at the bar.
Well, apparently Rick decides he's going to sit in the corner booth.
I am Aragon. I sit in the booth corner. Call me Strider with a Y.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Strider with a Y. Got it. Okay. Hello, Strider with a Y. Oh, Lord.
That was a good Dungeon Master voice, by the way.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Sounded like a cartoon to me.
So, Jeff, you're sitting at the bar. Everybody sits at the table. Whatever.
We all split up, gang.
No, we split the party.
I don't know. Jules, who are you sitting with? Because the two men decided to sit separately.
I'll just sit by myself off to the corner. I'm gonna
She
watch
sits in
the
the other
restaurant
corner.
as I eat. Yep.
Well, I figured corner booth, we can see who comes in and out. You know, our back's not to the entrance.
So
like
everybody
sitting
sits
at
in
the
a
bar.
different place.
Wait,
Ah.
hold on. Where does what's his name sit? Buster.
Buster didn't go with you.
Oh, he
I think
decided
you're
not.
with us.
No. I thought you guys were joking about that, so he didn't show.
No, he was invited.
Well, he didn't want to go. He doesn't like leaving his house, okay?
Okay.
People get all judgy and culty.
People come in and out while you guys are sitting there. Normal people.
Okay.
They just you know,
Is there a
waitress? Yeah.
Is there a waitress or a waiter
Yeah, there's a waitress in there. She serves you.
or a host?
Yes, I'm your host. Would you like some jalapeno poppers?
Ugh, I hate jalapenos.
No, there's a waitress there. Yeah, she serves you your coffee and whatever else you want.
What's the name on her name tag?
Bobby with an I.
her Bobby with an I.
Yeah.
Okay. Bobby with a Y? No.
No, I.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing?
Super. What can I get you?
You know, I could go for a burger and some fries. What's the house specialty, actually?
Soup. Clam chowder, to be
well,
in fact.
I'm not feeling the clam chowder day, so yeah, I'll take a burger and some fries.
All right.
And give me one of them new Pepsi. It's a drink of the new generation.
She just walks off. She comes over, takes your order, Rick, as well. And I assume you just get some food, right?
Yeah. Just going to order burger, fries, and an orange soda.
How original. She walks over to you, Jules, gets your order. Miss?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Super. What do you want?
I want the biggest burger you have. Extra pickles, extra mustard,
Mhm.
big plate of fries, and a bottle of ketchup.
All right. Anything else?
Chocolate shake.
Chocolate shake. Got it. Be with you shortly.
Thank you.
You see her go towards the back. She puts this, the tags on the little spin wheel that the chef looks at, or the cook, I should say. And he's doing his thing while you guys are just sitting there. You get your drinks. You would probably get your shake. And you're just watching.
Hey, Bobby, how long have you lived here for?
She just looks at you. Why?
Because I'm new in town, just trying to get to know people.
She just turns around and walks back into the kitchen.
Did
Wow,
I
she's like
offend you?
Flo.
I'm sorry.
She's like Flo from Mel's Diner. Back.
Kinda, yeah.
Well,
Kiss
kiss
my
my
grits.
grits.
So while you're sitting there, Jeff,
What's the name of this? What's the name of this diner anyway?
Mel's Diner, there, happy? It just says diner. That's all it says. Just says diner. There's no
there's
name on it.
to it.
It's the only diner in town. Diner.
Diner with
The
no
Donner Diner?
name.
This town feels weird.
Yeah, doesn't it? Jeff, why are you sitting at the bar?
Yes,
Sipping on your coffee. No, I'm sorry.
I don't have coffee.
That's you're Pepsi of the new generation.
The drink of a new generation. Yes.
That's right. That's why she hates you, because she's a Coke fan.
Not new Coke.
No, she likes the original Coke flavor.
I'm gonna try some of that new mellow yellow.
We don't have none of that mellow yellow here, so shut up.
Take your Mountain Dew and like it.
You notice, like above the door, when you turn around and look, there's like this symbol above the door, and it catches your eye because it's just odd. And it actually looks like an eye with a triangle.
Symbol,
Like the thing on the back of the dollar bill.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
door, eye, in, try.
Okay.
Is it like a pyramid, or is it just a triangle with an eye in it?
Triangle with an eye in it. It glows red
What?
when you start looking at it, and then when
Uh-huh.
you start looking at it a little bit more and you rub your eyes a little bit because you're like, what? It disappears.
Interesting. Okay. I go back to my burger and fries.
Yeah, she comes back and she drops it off. Here's your fries and burger.
Thank you, Bobby. Teach, what did I do to this chick?
First of all, you called me a chick, so
That's sexist.
yeah. Rick, she drops off your food. Jules, she comes by with your.
Thank you, little lady.
You're welcome, Silver Fox, and she goes. She goes over to Jules, drops off the biggest burger you've ever seen with pickles and mustard and big plate of fries. Here you go, little miss.
Thank you much. I start picking through my burger. I look at each layer and check my food before I eat it.
I mean, it looks normal. It looks good.
Yeah, I just don't trust other people cooking for me.
No, I understand. It looks legit. Cooked well, you know. Not well done, but I mean well as in cooked.
Correct.
Medium, we'll say.
Okay.
So it's still
Is
juicy.
it one of those? Is it one of those plastic tabs on it that says medium?
Yeah, it does. Jeff, you notice your burger's a little more well done than normal.
What did I, you was just like, what did I do? What the hell?
So you're all just eating your food and just sitting there. The door opens and Pastor Luke walks in.
When somebody walks in, do I see that symbol pop up again?
No, you do not. You
Okay.
even stare for like a
I-
good minute and you don't see anything.
I stare around and I wonder why everybody's sitting in different spots.
Because they're all weirdos. That's why.
I shrug my shoulder and I go and I sit in the same booth as Remington.
Mm-hmm.
And I lean over, kind of a whisper, and I say, "I have something to show you."
What?
Jeez, Rob. And he unzips his pants and
Ah.
I pull out the pendant.
that's what you're
And,
calling it?
I'm gonna show you what this old lady gave me.
And
Oh,
I
alright.
slide the pendant across to Remy. I say, "What do you think of this?"
I will take a look at it.
Okay, so you want to... You have a cold, right, Rick?
I have lore, occultism.
Go for your...
I think-
Give me the cultism roll.
all right. 9.
9. Okay. So you look at the thing and you kind of like flip it over and around. There's some writing on it, and you recognize it. It's some type of Sumerian language that says warning on it, but you're not sure exactly if it's warning you about something or warning you about the necklace or warning you about something else. You're not sure.
I'll take a look in pull out one of my books and see if I can find anything in there on it. That
Alright.
resembles it.
Go ahead and do occultism again.
I say, Remington, Mr. Von Helsing, was there some sort of argument or fight that happened while I was gone?
What?
Has a
No,
rift
I
already torn
walked
the
in the
group
door and I said, "Ooh, corner booth," and I went and sat in the corner booth. And
And
apparently,
then
that was
everybody else
not
just decided,
not a choice that others wanted to make.
huh? Because this is not the time for
Uh, We only have to worry about 1 on the wild die.
That's correct.
Okay, then I got a 15.
15. You flip through your books for a little bit there while you're talking to Pastor Luke, and you're like, oh, and you reach into your satchel and you pull out another book. It's a little bit of a smaller book, and you're like,
Okay.
I got it. You flip to a page and you see a page in the book that looks exactly like the medallion, and there's like a crude picture of a man holding it out in front of him and his friends cowering behind him, and you see that there's like a monster in front of them, but the monster is
Okay.
the way the monster's drawn is the monster's hiding behind a tree or a rock or whatever. I don't describe it. He's hiding behind something.
Okay.
So
And
you read the text in there and you're thinking that the translation you can get out of that is it's a device to help warn when there's a presence of evil or supernatural in the area.
I will relay that information to Pastor Luke.
So the old woman was telling the truth. It is a charm of protection.
Old woman?
Yes, I met a mysterious older woman in the church yonder, and she literally disappeared. But she gave me this and told me to wear it.
Well, it does appear to be for what I can find to be a protective device, but also see something you would could detect the presence of such thing. I would see no harm in wearing it, but it doesn't offend your religious
Oh,
sensibilities.
no, us Unitarians are very open-minded to other beliefs. And I kind of I hold out my hand.
I give it back.
I throw it in the garbage.
I go ahead and put on the amulet. Do I feel anything?
No.
You found an amulet on your chest.
It
Oh, there you go.
feels like wood.
Yeah, it's a
Don't
beautiful
talk about
amulet.
my
Yeah.
like that. All right. I say so. What is going on?
Everybody hates each other.
I do not know. We were just all picked a spot and having some dinner.
Speaking of dinner, excuse me, miss.
Yep.
May I have a tuna on wheat and French fries, please? Oh, and an iced tea.
Sweet tea or just non-sweet?
Oh, sweet tea would be fine.
No,
Thank you.
no, this is the north, so there's no
Oh
such
yeah,
thing
hot
as
tea.
sweet
No,
tea.
actually, it would be hot tea.
They have sweet tea in the north.
No, they don't. Don't lie to me.
Actually, I'll tell you the story later. Anyway, yes,
Okay.
some hot tea would be fine. Thank you.
All right. She goes, puts the thing on, writes it up, puts it on the thing. She said it'd be a few minutes.
I
She-
just nod.
She comes over with your tea right away.
Thank you.
Sugar and stuff is over there. The other end
Thank
of the
you.
table.
She is. I mean,
She just glares at you.
Nice is. Gosh, she's an ornery one, isn't she?
I can't hear you. You're sitting on the other side of the diner.
I would say that under
What
my
did you
breath,
say
so
to
you couldn't
take
hear.
this night? Could you speak up?
Jeff, while you're sitting there mumbling under your breath and eating your fries, you see another symbol above the area where the order pickup is, where the bell and the tickets go and everything where the chef is, on the wall
Uh-huh.
above, and it looks like that. It's kind of like a thorny ring. Rob, your necklace starts getting really hot. Like you start feeling like a burning on your chest.
I immediately kind of lift it up, not taking it off, but lifting away from my skin, and I look around in confusion. Like, what could be causing this?
You're not sure.
Do I see it doing?
Yeah,
Do I see it doing anything, or
no.
I kind of get up from the booth and I start walking around looking.
All right. What are you looking for exactly? I mean,
Anything that might be out of the ordinary that's all of a sudden causing my medallion to this.
the only thing out of the ordinary you see is Detective Knight staring at something on the wall.
Right? I kind of go over there. I say, Detective, what are you detecting?
Time. I've talked to, and I say this super quiet, so nobody's like, "What'd you say over there?" I say this very quietly. It's like every time I've talked to Bobby, there's a symbol that appears. First, it was a red symbol above the entrance. Now, above the pickup order window is three spiked rings, all shrinking down.
I pull out
It's
a
inside each other.
napkin. I pull out a napkin and pull out a pen, and I hand it to him, and I say, "Draw the symbols that you have seen."
Not here. Something.
then-
It's like something's watching us. I don't know what it is, but every time I talk to Bobby, it pops up.
Are you sure that Bobby is causing this, or the waitress?
I just notice a coincidence every time I talk to her.
Rob,
A symbol.
I,
pops up.
Rob, hold
I,
on.
I
Wait,
call-
wait,
I-
wait.
I'm sorry.
I got something for you.
Uh,
As you're talking to the detective about the draw it, and you guys are discussing it, you're looking over his shoulder. You see an elderly man staring directly at the same spot that the detective
just-
is. Yeah.
As I'm eating my burger, which I'm done with by now, and now I'm just having fun with fries and ketchup, I'm watching my travel mates and I'm watching the people in the restaurant. And something's going on because dude bounced from one table to another table.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on yet, but I'm just watching everybody at this point.
Well, you can see them having a conversation, and then you see Pastor Luke looks over the shoulder of the detective, and he's kind of like looking at an old man who's staring at the wall.
I'm going to walk over to the old man, and I say, "Excuse me, sir. Are you okay?"
He doesn't respond.
I kind of wave my hand in front of his eyes.
His eyes are completely white.
I trace his eye line to the spot.
It seems to be a spot on the wall above where the order taker counter is. And that's the exact spot that the detective was looking at, too, for a moment.
I'm going to walk over to that spot, and I'm going to hold the medallion close to that spot. See if
Bobby
there's any
steps in front of you and says, what do you think you're doing behind the counter?
Oh, pardon me. I just, I think you might have a spot here that may have some water damage. I was just taking a look.
That's fine. We'll take care of it. Please go back to your table. Get out behind the counter.
Apologies.
Do you leave?
Yeah. When Bobby comes close to me, is there any reaction to with the medallion?
No, not at all. It's still warm. It's not as hot as it was, but it's still warm.
Right.
Jeff, that symbol is gone now. It disappears.
There we go. When does she ever, like, let's say, go to the back?
I would say,
Or does
she does. Every once in a while, she'll go back there to get something, and as she's filling up
All right.
supplies or something.
Actually,
You know what?
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look around. Does anything look short of supply? Like maybe there's no sugar packets in a thing, or
Everything seems to be in order as far as you can tell.
there you go. I say, excuse me. Would you have passed?
What? What?
What?
What did you ask for?
This might be a.
Yes. I say, do you have any gray poop?
Oh,
Did you really do that?
I see.
Um,
You happen to have any gray poop on?
She just looks you up and down, and she says, "I'd have to check."
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry too, but I really love gray poop.
Okay, fine. And she heads to the back.
And as soon as she heads to the back, I'm gonna go around and hold the medallion up to the spot.
Nah, nothing.
Well, maybe she'll have some gray poop on because I actually do like it. All right, because I cannot see what Detective Knight and the old man are seeing. So, has everybody finished their meals?
Pretty much, except for you.
All right. Oh yeah, I snarf I sit down and I snarf my tuna
I
sandwich.
bet he does.
You notice that the old man is still staring at the wall, and then he slowly turns and looks at you with white eyes.
I'm literally have like a tuna sandwich like halfway in my mouth, and I'm looking at him, and I swallow, and I say,
Go on.
Swallow that tuna.
It's like, why does it taste so fishy? Anyway, so
'Cause
I
he-
look at him and I say, sir, do you need any assistance?
What? You're across the diner. I can't.
I get up.
No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say anything at all. When you say, "Sir, can I assist you with whatever you said?" Doesn't answer.
Mhm.
You all look at the old man. He's just kind of sitting there staring at Rob.
Is his eyes all
He's
wide
not
out to
sure.
the rest of us?
Yes. While you could see it, Rick could see it, Jules, you can't. You kind of see the back of the old man.
Okay.
Is Pastor Luke going to pass by me?
Are you?
Well, I'm gonna finish my sandwich.
Hold on, I'll be there in just a minute. I gotta finish my tuna.
Don't forget those fries. It's damn good.
Okay, once I swallow my sandwich, I'm gonna get up, kind of walk back over to the old man. Is he still staring at me?
Oh yeah, he's staring at you as you're getting closer to him.
I stopped stopped Luke for just a second. It's like, possession? Question mark.
You know what you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull out.
Okay, this is getting kind of saucy.
What are you pulling out? Stop it, Jeff.
What I'm gonna do is because I have my bag, my satchel,
Mm-hmm.
and it has like salt, holy water, a chalice with a candle in it, which is the Unitarian symbol. But what I'm gonna do is I am going to kind of put my finger on the tab of my holy water bottle and just like put enough holy water on the tip of my finger to get it wet. Then I'm gonna kind of walk over to the old man and I'm gonna reach out and I'm almost as if I'm just like patting him on the hand, and I'm just gonna kind of rub the holy water on the surface of his skin.
As you're getting closer to him, he picks up his plate and he throws it at your head. What is your dodge?
My dodge is 4. You want me to roll?
No, that's a static number. I thought it was higher than that.
I mean, I have dodge, which goes off my agility.
The static number dodge that's on the side of
I
the
mean,
sheet.
it's a 4 because I put 1 die in dodge. 3 plus 1 is 4.
Times 3 is 12.
Oh, it's times 3. Oh, okay, then it's 12, I guess.
Yeah, it's 12. Pretty sure that's the way the sheet looks when I gave it to you.
No, because I had put like 4 down because I thought it was just 4.
Got it. All right, so it's 12. Let's see. 2. Okay.
So my block would also be times 4 and parry would be times 4.
It's times 3 for all those.
Oh, for the rest it's times 3.
Yeah. So he throws the plate at you, but you kind of duck out of the way, and it goes smashing across the ground. And then the old man gets up and he goes, "Rah, rah, rah," like that, and he starts running at you.
Chris kind of cut that out.
The recording did not. But he does
so
like
what
a
I'm gonna
loud
do-
scream and starts running after you.
All right, because I have brawling 3. Is that a right number?
Okay.
Okay, because it's like brawling 1 plus might 2, 3. Okay.
So
As the old man's past me, can I trip him? Can I just stick my leg out?
No, because Rob is past you at this point. So
Okay.
So what
right.
I need you to do, Rob, is take a d6
Mm-hmm.
and roll it.
Just 1d6.
Just 1d6.
Ooh, a 1.
What's your agility?
My agility is 3.
So that's a 4 total. Okay, so the old man gets to go first then. Then you guys
Okay.
get to go. So the old man runs at you and he tries to scratch you with his, all of a sudden now has fingernails.
Mm.
Oh, wow. It's well below your dodging. So he tries to swipe at you and scratch you, and you kind of slide out of the way, stick your arm up and knock his hand, things like that. And now it's your turn first because you're right there. Everyone else
What I'm
gets
gonna
to react.
do is I'm gonna take my wet holy watered finger and just reach out and just touch him on the forehead.
He missed the opportunity to say I'm going to finger him, but okay.
I looked at his nose.
You touched him on the forehead with the holy water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just go ahead and give me a brawling to see if you hit.
All right.
14? Yeah. You hit him right on you touch him right on the forehead, like you said, and you hear like a sizzling, and he goes, "Rah!" and he falls backwards on the ground after a large scream.
All right. I say he's possessed.
You see when you look down at him, he is like blackened. His teeth are gnarly. His skin looks decaying. It's now the rest of y'all's turn, so I'll just go. Jeff is the next closest.
Since he's on the ground,
He's not moving.
I'm going to turn him onto his stomach and try to put handcuffs on him.
Okay. So you turn him over, and you throw some handcuffs on him. He's handcuffed.
All right. Everybody, settle down. I put my badge up. What's going on here?
Detective Knight, this man is possessed.
Possessed.
I say,
Wow.
Mr. Von Helsing, I need your assistance.
I was already up on my way over, but I will continue.
You heading over there, Jules?
I'm heading over there too.
Okay. So
Look at this guy. Is he still darkened?
yeah, but he's on his stomach now, and he's not moving.
Check for a pulse.
No.
Ooh,
I put a couple of tables together to create a surface. I say, let's lift him up here. Hurry.
listen up.
So you start pulling tables to get him up on like a table,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you see Bobby comes out with the gray poupon that you wanted,
You guys ordered this?
and she's like, "What are you doing?"
An emergency medical procedure. We'll need your cooperation.
She looks at you and she says, "Where?"
Do you not see his?
You look
his
down. The
skin?
old man is not there.
What's the handcuffs there?
In fact, the handcuffs are on the ground.
What devilry is this?
What is going on?
Yeah, Jules, you had your
What-
eye on him the
what in the
entire
hell?
time, and just out of the blink of an eye, he was gone, and you saw the handcuffs on the ground. It's like he wasn't even really there.
Did we all hallucinate that?
We look around the diner. Does anyone else seem to react other than to what just happened?
Yes, the other people that are there, there's maybe like 2 other people there. They look very scared at what you guys are doing.
I'm gonna look over at Bobby.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
yeah.
did you poison our?
I would never do anything like that. I've been working here for 10 years, and no one's ever accused me of poisoning nothing.
I think about it, and I'm like, well, I had my own encounter before I ate here, so, and I haven't eaten anything else, so I say, my apologies for the accusations, but there's something definitely strange happening in your town.
A woman who was sitting in there, she gets up and starts leaving. She says, "I'm leaving. You guys are nuts." She started just running and swinging, and I can't. No, I need to go home. And she runs out the door.
Detective Knight picks up
I
his
put some money on the
handcuffs.
counter.
Uh,
I put money on the counter.
Hold on. Jeff actually started talking right before you did. What, Jeff?
Okay.
Oh, I'm just saying that Knight picks up his handcuffs and puts them back away.
Okay. Rob, what were you putting on the counter?
Well, I put the money down for the tuna plus a plus a $5 tip, and I look at the others and I say I think it may be wise to make yourself scarce.
Yeah, Detective Knight just puts a 20 on the table.
She's like, "Oh, I'll be right back with your change."
No, keep the change.
We're getting the fuck out.
All right.
The holy fuck. I'm sorry.
Wow. So you all leave the diner now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did everybody pay?
Yep.
Okay.
I just left money on the table.
Okay.
That's not enough. You got the biggest burger here. Where you go?
Yeah, yours was 22.23.
I left $50.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
geez.
in the
that's a
90s,
good
no,
estimate.
in the 90s, it probably would have been about $10.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then I left $30.
That's fine. So you guys leave the diner and head to the motel to get a room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean it's a hotel? You said.
I thought I said a motel, but okay.
No, you said hotel.
Well,
Is it a Hilton?
it's a motel, a strip motel.
Motel 6.
Oh.
Please tell me this isn't one of those
Please
by
don't.
the hour places.
No. It's
Okay.
it's one of those, the doors on the outside by the parking lot, strip type motels.
Okay.
What's the name of this place?
It just says motel.
Wow. Very creative place this town is.
Well, when there's only one thing in the town, there's really no need to put a name on it. And they offer you a room for the night for $25.
Just
That's
one room for all of
expensive.
us.
No, per person, or I mean, you could
Oh.
double up if you wanted to,
I think we should double it up, definitely.
Yeah, being alone doesn't sound like a good idea.
or triple up, or whatever you want to do.
I will be with Detective.
I'll go with Remington.
All right, so then the total is just $50 to split between y'all.
That's believe it or not, back then that's what expensive for a motel, isn't it?
Is it?
I mean, they had Motel 6 for like $6 a night.
I don't think it was that cheap.
No, maybe Jeff's right. Let's see. No, Jeff is right
I mean,
because they had
really,
They had
$6 a
both-
night.
Yeah, they had Motel 8. I'm looking at in the 90s, which went out of business. It was $8 a night.
Well, no wonder
Yeah.
it went out of business.
Well, that was the 90s. Actually, it says a lot of motels charge from $8 to $20 per night. So we'll just say this. We'll lower it down to total of $20.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, fair with everyone. Fine.
Okay.
You get your rooms and you go into your rooms. It's not that great of a room, but it'll do. It's got 2 twin beds, a TV, a bathroom, a sink,
Mhm.
and some chairs with a table you guys could sit at.
Well,
Detective Knight puts a
we
quarter in
established-
the slot.
Yeah, the vibrating bed.
There's vibrating beds, yes.
Oh, Gene Winchester's favorite thing.
There you go. I say we need to have a meeting. So we go over to the other's door, knock on it.
Uh-huh.
I assume you guys let us in.
There's a
Sure.
sock on the door. No, I'm kidding. Remington moves fast.
I like that silver fox fella.
No,
There
yeah.
you go.
I mean, you guys let him in. I mean, it's your decision.
Yeah, I will.
All right. So I say, obviously, we need to talk about what happened tonight. Does anyone feel ill? Does anyone feel like they've consumed or eaten anything that has made them feel strange?
Detective Knight checks inside the drawer to see if there's a Bible in there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, guys, Bible. So
I inspected my food before I ate it. I didn't see anything untoward on my plate. However, we couldn't have all had a group hypnosis, group hallucination. There was an old man there.
And I pull
So-
out my medallion and I say, and an old woman gave me this medallion and she disappeared as well.
Detective Knight pulls out one of those pads of paper that they have for like guests and whatnot, and draws the 2 symbols he saw, and asks the group, "Do these look familiar to any of you?"
Well, that is the all-seeing eye.
I mean, I've seen it on the pyramid on the dollar bill, but that's an eye above the pyramid, not by
It's
in the
called the
pyramid.
all-seeing eye. It's also a Masonic symbol.
And what about
Is
the other?
anything I can tell about either symbol?
So the symbols for you, Rick, go ahead and give me an occultism roll.
I rolled a 1 on the wild die.
Oh, okay.
There's a symbol there.
Total of 9.
You're like, and then like your glasses fall off your face and go on the ground. You step on them. You hear and you hear a crunch.
Oh, darn it.
But you say, regardless of the fact of that, you just like, well, the eye is a symbol of repelling. It means watching and repelling. The spiral
Okay.
thorn thing that you saw, best way I could describe it, is a boundary marker that's supposed to block malicious entities. Did you tell them that the thing's faded, Jeff, or you didn't tell them that?
I figured I would tell them the color and the fact that they faded too.
So these symbols were maybe trying
Well, fading symbols,
Ward?
you know, basically mean that they were working and then that they lost their power and they fade away.
Okay. It would seem that there was some kind of warding at that diner that activated and then dissipated. It was used. That would be a warding and protecting effect, which may indicate that whatever happened with the old man, I don't know what, if he was doing something or what, but that's what those symbols mean. And when they were activating, glowing, and then fading, that means that their effect was either ended or turned off, or I don't know if that means someone actively got rid of them or if they served their purpose.
How do you make these symbols other than to draw them?
Wow.
Here's another question. The old woman that gave me this medallion seemed to be wanting to help, but this other entity seemed to wanted to attack.
What
Could
was
there
he
be
looking at?
Could there be two opposing forces working in this town?
Well, we wouldn't know, but what was he looking at? What caught your eye?
He was looking at the same symbol you were.
And he turned into a demon, because I know we all saw that.
No, only you saw the symbol and the old man saw the symbol.
No, I'm saying
No,
the
we
old
all
man
saw
turned
the
into
man.
a demon.
Oh, the old man. Yes.
So could he have been, I'm guessing, getting rid of the symbols? Because that's why they faded?
Was the old man there at all?
I saw him the entire time.
Well, yes, we saw him.
I didn't
But
take my eyes off of him. I literally
did
blinked
Bobby-
and he was gone.
But think
When
about
did
it.
he-
Did Bobby see him?
You never asked her.
Did any of the other customers see him?
We need to find out.
Was there any food at his table?
I think I said that he did have food in front of him. I may have said
Oh.
that.
He had probably must have seen him, but something says that she probably forgot.
Or the food was part of the illusion?
I don't know. I didn't check to see if the food was there afterwards.
Yeah. But the point is, they both manifested physical things. For instance, I'm here holding this medallion that was given to me by some sort of entity. That cannot be disputed. Also, what can't be disputed is that whatever the thing was in the cafe or the diner attacked us.
No, it
And
attacked
you put physical hands upon it, upon the creature, put handcuffs on it. So it was at least physical for the moment.
Yeah,
But the disappearing, though, that
I didn't even hear the handcuffs hit the ground. So when you drop handcuffs, they usually make a metallic sound.
Yeah, they would. They make some type of sound, something.
So something ought to happen because he was on his stomach. I even checked for a pulse. I couldn't find a pulse.
you actually checked for a pulse and you could not find one.
Correct.
I look over at Remington, Mr. Von Helsing. I said, do you have maybe any information in one of those books of yours? Maybe to identify the type of entities we're dealing
I'll take a look and see what I can figure out.
To answer one of your questions, and maybe you guys didn't realize it, remember the woman that ran out?
Yeah.
She said that you guys were acting crazy and flailing in the air and stuff like that.
So she didn't see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She didn't see the old man, or
Yeah.
or
Just
what
as a
happened
reminder,
exactly.
So that doesn't explain. I mean, I understand what you're getting, but that didn't explain how handcuffs were standing there laying there in the middle of the air, handcuffing this guy.
If
Hang on a
you,
second.
yeah,
Just a thought. Was she leaving because she honestly thought we were crazy, or was she leaving because her work was done?
woo, Jules with a twist.
Yeah.
The woman put some sort of spell on us.
And then just her comment is some sort of deflective sort of deception.
I don't know. We got to talk to Buster tomorrow and let him know these things.
I think we need to talk to Bobby. She's the only other person that was there. Want to know what we were doing. I don't know if she saw the old man or if you just saw us pushing tables together.
Either way, we got to get some sleep tonight.
Based on her reaction, it seemed like she did not see the old man because she asked, "What are you doing?" and on what.
Oh, right. 'Cause
Yeah.
he said we're going to perform a medical procedure.
Yeah, and she said, "On what?"
And then we looked down and the old man was gone. Okay.
And I said when Jules was looking at it, he was there, and then he was gone in a blink.
Got to start blinking one eye at a time.
Yes, you do.
I think it may be a good idea for us to get some sleep, and then we can tackle this issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Vince, you said that after he touched him with the holy water and he fell down, he was all burnt and his teeth were all scraggly looking and didn't look really like the old man anymore. It looked like some kind of
More like a demon.
yeah.
Hey, Pastor,
And then he was-
before we go to sleep, you might want to anoint the doors so nothing comes sneaking in.
I
Oh,
have
what I
some
do is-
salt.
Yeah, actually, I do have salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line of salt on the in front of the door and on the windowsill,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, "Be careful! Do not accidentally break the salt until morning." And then I'm gonna go over to our room and I'm gonna do the same thing. Put a line of salt on in front of the door, or like right, the door inside.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an emphasis because if like I don't want the salt outside the door because somebody can just come along and brush it away.
Yeah,
So I
inside is
put
better.
the-
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, inside the door on the windowsill, and I do the same thing on our room.
Okay.
And I'm like, let us all get some sleep because we'll probably think better in the morning.
I agree.
All right, so you all go off to Betty by time and have wonderful dreams as that ends today's episode.